Hi, today I want to talk to us about the altar of grace. Now let's read from the book of Genesis chapter 8. We'll read verse 20, 21 and 22. Now the Bible says, Then Noah built an altar to the Lord and took of every clean animal and of every clean bird and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a soothing aroma. Then the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake, although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. Then verse 22 says, While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. You see, altars are very powerful because they represent grace. Something is offered that works on behalf of another. See, the place where the natural and supernatural interject and collide is an altar. Natural men transact with the supernatural at altars. Noah came out of the ark only to see that everything had been destroyed by the flood. But this primitive man, Noah, knew the first thing to do was to raise an altar unto God, and everything changed. Imagine coming to the world and everything is gone, and the first thing he raised an altar. You see, the believer also has an altar, and our altar is the cross, and the Father raised this altar for us. So the efficacy of every altar is actually in the sacrifice that is laid on it. So the same way Noah took clean animals and placed on the altar is the same way that the Father took our own clean and innocent Jesus and put him on the altar for us. So Jesus, our burnt offering, has become our soothing aroma before the Father. The truth is that God doesn't smell you. He smells the sacrifice. That's what we read in our text. Heaven is pleased with you. You're blessed. Heaven is working for you via your sacrifice. The Bible says God perceived the aroma and he spoke to Noah. So based on the sacrifice of Jesus, God perceives the aroma of Jesus' sacrifice and he blesses us. So based on this sacrifice, I can boldly say to you that any part of this earth, which is our God-given portion in life, can never be cursed again, and we can never experience destruction of whatever kind again. So with the blood of a sacrifice of Jesus on the altar of the cross, it's impossible for any child of God to fail. I don't care if all hell likes, it can break loose, because the earth has been mandated by God to respond to you. Get into this week confident that a sacrifice has been raised for me, and I have an altar, and on that altar Jesus was raised for me, and God smells that sacrifice. God is satisfied with me, and amazing things are happening for me today. Make that your confession. Well, my name is Pastor Arome, Tokula, and it's a joy to be able to speak a word into your life this week. Do have a great week. You're blessed.